Hi, this is Kim with the Painted Cottage, and I wanted to show you these little bunnies that I made. Let me see. Here we go. Check out these bunnies. I just made them yesterday. So I'm going to show you the process because they take a while. They're gorgeous. It's this paint inlay. This is what I use. This IOD, which is Iron Orchid Designs. They make tons of different stuff that I use for making my stuff. So it's a paint inlay. They have a bunch of different patterns, but I love this rose chintz. They come in sheets. So a sheet you would use on something bigger, a piece of furniture or, a larger surface, or you can cut these things up. I use them on decor. I haven't put them on furniture yet. So I cut them up into these little pieces, the little pieces that are going to fit on the bunnies. So I have all these little scraps. This is what I used. Now you can reuse these up to, I've used them twice. I probably wouldn't go past twice because they start to get really faded. I love that faded, distressed vintage look. So I like them that second time around, but they do look different. They do start to, this is actual paint. This is actual paint on this paper and it gets activated. I'll show you the process. It gets activated and then that paint transfers onto your surface. So this one is very, very crisp. You can see hardly any signs of wear. This is a first time use, but this was a first time use too, and it didn't, there's a little bit of that age distressed look. So it didn't completely lay down like this. So this flower, you can see more of that flower. So this one looks a little bit more aged and distressed. Then there is, I did these few as well, and these have even more of a worn look to them. So that is what the finished product looks like. They're so gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. Look at how gorgeous they are. I'm so thrilled with them. All right, now I am going to show you the whole process of making these. The first step is to get a layer of paint on these bunnies. I will put a second layer on, and that's when I'll apply the paint inlay. So for now, I am just getting one coat of paint on all of these guys. Now I want to put that paint inlay onto my bunny. So I am just laying the pattern out so I can see where it's going to be placed on the bunny. And now I am putting on a coat of paint. That paint inlay has to be applied to wet paint. So I'm getting a new coat of fresh paint on there, and then I will apply my inlay. Now I'm lining up that pattern, putting it exactly where I want it. And I'm pressing that down. That paint inlay has got to get good contact with that surface. And now I am misting it with some water. And now I'm using my burnishing tool and I'm going down and really pressing that down into the surface. And that's done. Now I'm doing that same process again with the next bunny, and again, just taking a cut off of that paint inlay and lining up where I want it. Now getting that fresh, wet coat of paint onto the bunny so I can put that paint inlay down. The instructions on the inlay say to let it sit for 10 minutes to an hour to dry, but I let these sit for, it was probably about 3 hours by the time we had to go somewhere. By the time I came back, it's about 3 hours, so nice and dry. Now I have to go ahead and spritz that with water and leave it for 30 seconds. So you spritz it with water, let that get wet again, and then wait 30 seconds before you start to peel off that paint inlay. So now I am going to peel this back slowly, because if it starts to feel like it's still sticking at all, I want to saturate that area a little bit more with water. So I am peeling back this paper, and that paint is left behind on the surface. And it is just beautiful. This is one of my favorite products ever. I absolutely love paint inlays. So now you have this cute little bunny, these beautiful painted roses on it.